hot.
So is that here?
Yeah, I'm over there. Yeah. And I have a window, which I love, but it's like freezing, you know, or it's like totally shy. You're off.
That's what I said. I
I'd
like
rather
it.
sit in no way. Shivering.
No, I'm like, you can add more clothes. I can't. I can't
Yeah.
subtract.
Yeah. I know you probably wouldn't like dress up in sweat. Yeah, I just shiver.
I'm saying I could add things to make me warmer. I can't cool off.
Yeah. I have a blazer in there, I have this thing in there, I have a blanket. Yeah.
I can't make everybody happy. You know.
No.
Crank it down.
Jamal and I are opposite though. He's always cold, and well, he's just moved up from Georgia, so he's not used to this anymore.
Did you guys take your cover today or the blue one?
Oh, it's been tearing and ripping because of the wind, and then it just totally went. Oh yeah, it was the wind. It's been, yeah, like the when that one spider blew away down the street, the one with the HOA sign, defund the HOA. When their spider blew was when it originally started ripping, and it's just been getting worse and worse. And then today's wind just was the final blow.
I
So,
just happened to be
yeah, I'm like, I'll wait till next season when we sit outside more and maybe just replace the cover. I'd probably just replace the cover. I don't know, because it's nice, because I get hot, so I like having the
And I saw you outside,
shade.
like,
Yeah.
enjoying, like, with your computer, like, phone.
Yeah. I can't sit out there when I'm hot. I stand hot.
Good, thank you, thank you. No, it's good. Thanks.
Convene. Are there any items that members wish to pull and vote on separately? Hearing none. All those vote for, then can I have a motion to approve items A through each under personnel report?
So moved.
Motion is for second. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Personnel report. Item A under CC and P is noted. Item B, approval of the final reading of the board policies and procedures. And I have a motion to approve.
So moved. Wayne Coleman.
Second, Russell.
Motion for second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. This is Steve, ACPI.
Well, basically, Sean's here tonight and updated us to a lot of further stuff, and so that was my report.
Then report from PSBA, and for his first report as acting superintendent, Dr. Al Miller. You don't have to get up.
I'm going to stand up because I can't see Mr. Sullivan and Ms. Bayless up here, so I have to. Let me first of all say a big thank you to the school board for allowing me to have this professional opportunity. I've filled in as an acting superintendent before at Shippensburg School District, found it to be very gratifying, and I'm finding it to be very gratifying here, even though I've only been here a short time. A special thank you to the people in that front row and some of the other leaders that are around this table who have been a terrific help to me, especially Carrie and Judy. I just want to publicly thank you for all of you for making me feel so welcome, and also helping me to hit the ground running a little bit. It's not my first rodeo, but believe me, there's still a lot to learn as you come into a new district. I have interviewed every member of the Act 93 team and every member of this board. And I'm in this listening and learning mode, and I will tell you I am learning an awful lot. That I think eventually, as decisions come and recommendations to the board are made, I think I'll be able to have hopefully informed and intelligent recommendations as time goes along. So again, I appreciate your patience with me so far, and being here 3 days, obviously being a superintendent is a full-time 100% job. I think we all know that. But during my 3 days here, with the support of the people that are around me, I think it's doable. Another thing that I would just like to share, as important as student achievement is, there was an incident that happened the other day. One of our young students at the elementary level had a medical episode during a field trip and was rushed to the emergency room at Gettysburg Hospital. I was able to get over there and make a visit, and what did I find? But I found Mrs. Kelly and Principal Moran in the room with her as she was getting an IV put into her and was very nervous. Mom was a little bit over an hour away. And I would tell you, as important as student achievement is, being with our kids in their time of need and the safety of our kids and being compassionate with our kids that are struggling is as important or more important than anything else here in the school district. And I would be proud to have my kids and grandkids be a part of Littlestown School District because of the compassion that these people have for their kids. So I was really delighted to see them there. And Principal Moran, I believe our young lady's doing okay today, and I think you even had a chance to check up with her, so we're good to go. This community forum, we've been bouncing back and forth with leadership and some of the leaders of our team as to what that might look like. Is that going to be an opportunity for people to just come and criticize and so on? I hope that's not the case. We're looking with our new board members and with our new leaders and with our team here, we're really trying to do a reset to be much more positive. The things that are on our website and the highlights from our notes from our meetings and so on. I just want to commend Nick and Jeannie for the job that they're doing with that and putting the district in a real positive light in that regard, because there's a lot of good things happening in Littlestown School District. Moving on, I have sat in on a lot of construction meetings during my tenure. I'm really old. 40 years in this game, and I've sat in on a lot of construction meetings. And I would just tell you, after being in a couple of meetings here, meeting with a lot of people, and looking at this whole situation, and now that we are fully engaged in phase 3 of this magnitude, a big magnitude project that we are completing here in Littlestown, I would like to recommend in the November agenda that we make a public announcement that we will exit Maple Avenue Middle School at the end of the 25-26 school year. We will give our contractors the time that they need to complete Phase 3 and also to complete the punch list. In a project of this magnitude, you are going to have a fairly large punch list. And if we're not interfering with those contractors that are trying to put the final finishing products together in a 100% way, we're going to be a whole lot better off. I also have been involved in moves in the middle of the year or during the school year, and I will tell you, we're not just moving from one wing to the other. We're moving a block away, and there's a lot involved in that from a lot of different internal stakeholders. So, board members, I highly recommend we get that on our agenda for November, and we make that announcement public so that people can plan for that. I fully recognize in the month of May, there's going to be some hot days, and there's parts of Maple Avenue Middle School that will be sweating a little bit. I get that. But overall, I believe the pros far outweigh the downside. And let's start the 26-27 school year with a school that's 100% ready for our kids and our teachers and our community and so on. I'm almost done. The last thing I'll say is when it does come to student achievement, and Mrs. Golden and all of our principals really focusing in on growth and the things that our teachers can control, it really is the way to go. And I appreciate your efforts in that regard. And then also, I'll just say, for anybody that has any concerns about the district, rather than going through the whole process and causing a lot of issues with right-to-know requests and things like that, schedule an appointment with me. I'm happy to share the things that we are allowed to share. I'm not going to share the things that we are not allowed to share, and there are a few items in that regard. And I lied. There is actually one more thing. Our IT department has taken a considerable amount of hits over the audio and the visual of our board meetings. According to the wives of one of our administrators, tonight's meeting actually is working okay from what I understand. But I do want it to be understood, this is not the fault of our IT people. We could do what a lot of other districts have done, and we can do what Gettysburg School District has done, and I'm on the board there. We spent a lot of money to make sure that we had a quality product that went out there. This board and this team is trying to do things a little more efficiently and to save some money in that regard. So as a result of that, it's been trial and error, and we realize, we understand the criticism is somewhat well-deserved, but our IT department is not the place where that criticism ought to go. And so I do want to thank Tom and Carrie and Corey Zortman especially. Those guys could share with you the technical things, but as far as I know, I think it's working okay tonight, Jeannie and Nick. And with that, I am going to shut my mouth and be quiet. Thank you.
Well, Dr. Moyer, we are very glad to have you as an addition to the district, and we look forward to all the positive things you're going to do in your tenure here. Under old business, the FMX report, enrollment reports, LIU board meeting minutes, and as long as those are all noted. Is there any new business to be brought before the board?
Nick, I have several items, if you don't mind. First off, I want to publicly apologize to any administrator in this room that I accidentally used their first name to address them. I'm so used to you saying use my first name in a meeting, it's not professional, so I apologize for that to start off with. Second of all, I wanted to know, Tom, can you clarify this?
Mr. Schobaker.
Sorry, Tom. You have...
The sign's right there, just look at it.
Yeah, Mr. Schobaker, I'm sorry, I apologize, I'm sorry. My apologies. Again, it's just habit, thank you, I appreciate it. Sorry, everybody. On the foundation part of ACTI, is it correct or incorrect that you cannot use foundation money for salary?
Generally, foundation money should be non-budgeted items. Supplement budget items cannot make it within the budget. So ACTI budget would not be, something would not make it within that budget if it wasn't approved. The foundation would then supplement that, just like our assessment department. The district should choose if we can't afford or the budget is not passed. The foundation, if they think it's critical, they can rally the community to support that. The foundation means rather than the district. That's generally how foundations support educational institutions like us.
To clarify, is that a yes or a no?
They should not, if it's a budgeted salary, it should not technically be a salary position. That's something that basic guidelines still look for.
Okay, so if they come to us with a salary, we can't budget that as a foundation.
No, the foundation can do lots of other things.
Yeah, correct, I'm not just counting that.
They can supplement other means for some alleviate funds to support that salary. They shouldn't support it directly with the salary, but they can indirectly
Like
support
equipment, welding,
whatever. Free up funds to support the salary in different aspects.
And on the third subject, and I don't want to start a fight here, please don't anybody start fighting me, I'm just asking. On the Sherry Anderson not allowing me to speak, I just want to make a comment on that. No one on this board, and I know no one's going to dispute this, has been more attacked than me at that podium. A lot of what's been said, and I'm not going to call out names, has been said, a lot of it has been said, has nothing to do with board business, nothing to do with district business. This has gone on for over almost 2 years, or it had, mostly the first year and a half. So in retrospect, when I hear someone like Sherry Anthony shut down for saying something about a board member, I say to myself, when I was president of this board, many a times I would sit there at a 5-minute interval when I would look at Chris Harris and I said, we're just going to let him keep going because, you know, public speaking is public speaking. And I feel that we shouldn't restrict anybody's right to speak at the podium, if at all possible, because we are public officials. So in that retrospect, I just want to make a statement that I don't believe we should have shut Sherry Anderson down. I don't think it's a good look for the board. I think the board should just let the public speakers speak and let them talk and say what they want to say. We very rarely interact with them at all. So I just think it would be a good thing, whether good or bad. And I'm certainly on the bad end of it. So that's just my comment on it. I appreciate the board hearing me out on that. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to attack anybody or anything like that. That's my opinion. So, and I thank you all for listening. Thank you.
We'll say the board has complied with our policies. All those are public meetings, and we will comply with those as the chair. So, is there any other new business that you want to do?
First, I'm going to dispute that comment from him. That he has not been one that's been spoken about. In the meetings we've been here, he has. Second, any lawsuit that goes against this district hurts the resources for our students. That being said, that I'm quite confident that our solicitor who went to law school knows what he's talking about. And so I would like to know, and it to be shared with the public, here, online, wherever. Can you, as board leadership, Dr. Moyer, please share the nominal and the time that's been stolen from our students in this school district that's been spent on Suzanne Johnson's lawsuit that could be better spent on our students in this district? Do you have that information tonight? And if we don't, can we get it? Because that's resources being stolen from our students.
That's something we have to file from. So we don't have information tonight. The board wishes that we do a general consensus.
I thought we already said like right to knows by name. I think Dwayne's the one that brought that up, to add that to the website, like person's name.
That's correct, Jeannie, and I did, and just not to interrupt your comment, but I've asked for the Kathy Griffin cost to the district, right, cost for the past two, not the first one, the last two, and have yet to not only not see them, but not get any information to the point where I follow right to them. That's where I'm at with this district. So in the defense, yes, we have to struggle to get these costs together, but finding out what this stuff's costing is, it's like pulling pins. It's crazy.
Well, I think now that we've got Al here, I think Al, one of them,
Yeah, I'm happy to respond to some of that. Some of the right-to-know requests I could easily share if a person would just give me the professional courtesy to come in and meet with me. Unfortunately, some of the things that are being asked for in the right-to-know have to do with soft costs and time of our administrative assistants and our school leaders and so on. And it's difficult to pinpoint a final dollar on that, but obviously time is money. And time and taking away resources from other areas with their performance responsibilities. It has been a detrimental factor here